This is what was done last time, correct? आपका ओवरऑल डिसीजन आ गया. कई बार आपको इवन ये भी बताना पड़ता है कि डिसीजन नोट्स you will have, first you will write about D2, ठीक है. At your D2 you have got decision options and उसका appropriate V and what is your decision at that juncture. So at decision node D2 I have got two options. One is to drill further up to 25 meters, and the second decision was to buy water from outside. Corresponding EMV for drilling water up to drilling further up to 25 meter was 24,500, and your cost of buying water from outside was 25,000. So your decision was whichever was the lower. So decision was to drill further up to 25 meters. This was for D2. What about your D1? D1 पर आपके decision options क्या थे?
Drill up to 20 meters.
Drill up to 20 meters. And second was buy from outside. So buying water from outside was costing you 15,000, whereas drilling up to 20 meters EMV was coming up to
14350.
14350. So the decision was to drill up to 20 meters. So your overall decision is to drill up to 20 meters. If no water is found, then drill up to 25 meters. Chances of this decision being successful is much higher. Okay, so your overall decision. Fine. So this actually helps you in terms of evaluating also. So आप अगर ये भी बनाओगे तो it would be more helpful. Fine. Now coming to question number 2. Okay, so I'm just trying to put it over here and let us see how much does that matches with final thing. Okay, थोड़ा सा इसको reduce करते हैं so that we are able to see it at the same place. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your first decision point would be whether I should set up a large facility or should I set up a small facility for test marketing. Okay, so if I'm going to set up a small facility for test marketing, it is going to cost me 5 lakh rupees, correct? Itna okay hai? And if I go for setting up a large facility, it is going to cost me 40 lakh, but decision is either I should set up a large facility or a test marketing. So direct सीधा without any test marketing, I will set up a large facility, 40 lakh invest करूँगा and market में product launch करूँगा. So either the product would be successful or not successful. So these are instances. Fine up to this.
Yes, sir.
So the probability of product being successful without any test marketing is 70%. That is 0.7. And if I say product being successful is 70%, that itself says product not successful probability is 0.3. Now, what will happen is it has already indicated that if the product is successful, it will return 120 lakh. That would be your returns. And if it is not successful, your returns is only 15 lakhs. So in that case, your expected monetary value in this particular situation would be 120 into 0.7 plus 15 into 0.3. Okay, so which is 120 into 0.7 plus 15 into 0.3 minus my cost of 40 lakhs. So it would be 48.5. यहाँ तक ओके?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
दूसरा, yes please. Okay, the second option is to set up a small facility for test marketing. So usme if we go for that, the results, okay, could be either favorable or unfavorable. The probability of you getting a favorable result is 0.8. That means unfavorable result is 0.2. If I am getting a favorable result, then I have a choice to be made to decide whether I should go ahead and set up a large facility or not to do anything. So if I set up a large facility, I will incur cost of 40 lakhs again. Even after setting up a large facility and launching it, though the result says favorable, the possibility of it being successful, the probability is 0.85, and still failure means failure would be 0.15. So if it is 0.85, so obviously failure would be 0.15. This also says if the test marketing results are unfavorable, still I have a decision to make that whether I should go ahead and still set up the facility because my gut feeling says that the product would be successful. So I will go ahead and still set up a large facility and go ahead with launching the product. Now in that case, the probability is lesser, that is only 30%. So that means if the test marketing results are unfavorable, then for product to fail, even if I set up a large facility, the product to fail, the probability would be 0.7 because this is 0.3, 0.3 plus 0.7 is 1. So failure probability would be 70%. Now the returns for successful is 120 lakh, failure is 15 lakhs, sorry 15 lakhs. So हम उसी हिसाब से लेकर के सब चलेंगे. Okay. And if I do nothing, that means no returns, 0. Fine. इतना clear है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now what we'll do is we'll start calculating backwards our EMV, expected monetary value. So in this particular case, for this instance, it would be 120 into.
Sir, एक doubt था.
हाँ,
sorry.
please बोलिए.
मैंने ना सर D2 D3 था ना, उधर भी D1 D1 ही लिखा सर, तो वो wrong है ना, मतलब I showed that setup large facility and do not set up.
नोटेशंस है, नोटेशंस में थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर हुआ तो ऐसा कोई बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, until and unless your interpretation goes wrong. Okay, why do we actually indicate them differently is so that we don't miss onto it, गलतियां ना हो. Okay, बाकी और कोई रीजन नहीं है. So not to worry about the notation, थोड़ा इधर उधर होगा, कोई बात नहीं, D1 मैंने जानबूझ के D यूज किया ताकि पता चले कि दैट इज अ डिसीजन नोड। ओके, बुक्स में भी उन लोगों ने D1, D2, D3 वैसे यूज किया। लॉजिक बिहाइंड दिस इज टू इंडिकेट दैट दीज आर योर डिसीजन नोड्स। फाइन। हेलो।
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, so अभी what we'll do is we'll do our calculations for EMV, क्योंकि ये तो छोटा नोट था तो फटाक से हो गया, बट यहाँ पर अपने को थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा। So let us look at this. What would be the return if I set up a large facility? So if I set up a large facility, my returns could be 120 into 0.85 plus 15 into 0.15. So it is 120 into 0.85 plus 15 into 0.15 plus my cost of setting up the larger facility minus 40. Is this fine? So you get this as 64.25. Now at this juncture, my decision point is to either set up a large facility or do nothing. So that means whichever is giving me higher returns, I will go for that. So directly मैंने सीधा यहाँ पर equals to max of these two मैंने ले लिया. So it gives me 64.25. That means at D2 my decision would be to set up a large facility. Clear? At D2 my decision would be to set up a large facility. अब आप चाहो तो यहाँ पर ऐसे सब अलग से वापस से उस तरह से ही करके रख सकते हो. So you have your decision nodes. So we are talking about D2 right now. So decision options. Just a second, please hold on. So we were talking about D2. So our decision options here are to set up large facility after test marketing, and the second option is to nothing. Okay, so associated EMVs are, for this it is 64.25 and for this it is 0. Our decision is to set up large facility. Fine. Now let us look at D3. D3, the options are again to set up large facility, and second is unfavorable test marketing. This one was favorable test marketing. This is, so in that particular case, how much is the return? I need to just check it out. So 120 into 30% was the probability. So 120 into 0.3 plus 15 into 0.7. Okay, so that gives me just equals to 120 into 0.3 plus 15 into 0.7. gives me 46.5 minus my 40 lakhs, that is setup cost. So minus 40 lakhs of setup cost will give me 6.5. So associated EMV with this is 6.5, whereas do nothing means 0. Again, it is better to set up large facility. This also tells me whether the result is favorable or unfavorable. It is better to set up a large facility. Now, उस हिसाब से the maximum of these two would be taken as a decision at this point. Maximum of these two will be taken as a decision at this point, and outcome of this would be 64.25 into 0.8 plus 6.5 into 0.2 minus 5 lakhs, which is your cost of setting up the small facility for test marketing. So अगर आप इसको ये करोगे, so it would be 64.25 into 0.8 plus 6.5 into 0.2 comes to 52.7 minus your cost of 5 lakhs. So minus 5 lakhs, that gives me 47.7. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so here I get this as 47.7. Now, what have I got here at this point at D1? Either I set up a large facility or I go for a test marketing. If I go for a test marketing, I can expect a return of 47.7. And if I directly go for a large facility, I can expect a return of 48.5. So which is higher? This one is higher. So that means I would prefer to go for setting up a large facility and see whatever it is. So that means going for test marketing is not favorable in this condition. Correct? अगर टेस्ट मार्केटिंग के बाद में मेरा सक्सेस रेट और ज्यादा होता, ओके, ये वाला 0.85 की जगह 90%, 95%, then I think test marketing would have been more feasible. But at this juncture, test marketing is not that feasible. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So यहाँ पर
Yes, sir.
D1.
Sir,
Yes.
basically in this we have to check like which is the higher one, na? Like when we compare both the
Yes.
things.
Yes. At the decision
rate.
notes, we always check the higher EMV.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. अभी D1 पर the decision options are either I set up large facility without test marketing, and second is to set up small facility for test marketing. So associated EMVs along with it is, sorry ऊपर चला गया, 48.5, here it is 47.7. Since both of them are close by, इससे समझ में आता है कि अगर वो प्रोबेबिलिटी आफ्टर टेस्ट मार्केटिंग फेवरेबल का अगर प्रोबेबिलिटी सक्सेस का ज्यादा होता तो हम लोग मोस्टली फिर टेस्ट मार्केटिंग भी करते थे, ठीक है, या फेलियर रेट के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा होते तो फिर टेस्ट मार्केटिंग करके हम लोग शायद पहले ही डिसाइड कर लेते थे कि हमको करना है कि नहीं करना है. सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन हाउ द टेस्ट मार्केटिंग और द एजेंसी का कॉन्फिडेंस क्या रहेगा उस हिसाब से डिसीजन होता है. हियर द डिसीजन वुड बी टू सेट अप लार्ज फैसिलिटी. So your final decision is to set up large facility and not to go for test marketing. Because your reliability on test marketing results are not that great at this juncture. Hence, this kind of results are coming in. Fine.